And so the beta release begins in June 1990. It was the big update in comparison of Windows 2. Brand new OS would probably bring little changes comparing to the February 17th build. But that's just me who had no vision of such a milestone. It's fine, it is a better upgrade than the one made on February 17th. The second beta build had been released on September 23rd. What I gather about Beta 2 is actually it's anti-democratic that SpineClear did not show us the desktop. Also, I wish Windows 3.0 weren't the same OS that had relied on MS-DOS. Also, on God, blue marks terrorizing this document. And now the red marks doing that too. But Microsoft prevailed, making the third beta release on December 6th, which does look like a development hell to me. Am I right? Making a new shell for Windows does serve a bad example, just like X11 for Unix does. The fourth
final beta was scheduled.
The fourth final beta was scheduled to be released in February 1991, but the corruption from Apple's side made Microsoft postpone it to April 7th. I have no idea what to think that through. Good thing I have made a new colorful splash screen just for ya. Okay, so that sums up the entire Windows 3.0 development. Mate, this took longer than usual both for Windows 3.0 development and the writing of the episode 4 of this series. Windows 3.0 has been released on May 21st, 1991. It is the first version of Windows to support sound output and includes new programs for audio and video playback. It would include the control panel, the ability to use up to 16 megabytes RAM, and the ability to display the true color, which can able to display 167777216 colors. And we still can play Reversi. Also, Windows 3.0 users can play Solitaire. The reason is we have to train on using the mouse and navigating it, and the reason is many people would use such computers for the first time. Bil adabrait. The desktop right here is a bit rushed. Now the taskbar has included the ability to see the windows, no pun intended, even if they're open, not just minimized windows. That would help to navigate through ads. One moment that has been different from the former builds is that the taskbar looking more third-dimensional, as it would follow the trend of pseudo 3D user interfaces of 91. Other than that, I had nothing much to say about the differences between Windows 3.0 desktop with February 17th, 1990 build's desktop, the first of true 3.0. It does also look like the one desktop from operating system /2 version 1.30 desktop manager, and Microsoft's earlier attempt on advancing user interface, found in that OS/2 version and on the future versions. Gentlemen, it may be late, but Windows 3.0 is done. Oh, and May 21st, 1991 is not a public release date. It's a release to manufacturing. That means Windows 3.0 gone gold. Windows 3.0 get to be publicly available on July 2nd, 1991. It would await the international release in 1991 and 1992. Look at the requirement, this is more bloated in comparison of Windows version 1. Random access memory, 2 MB of memory, which is 2048K. Storage, a hard disk with at least 8 MB of memory. Operating system, MS-DOS 3.3. Additional features may require MS-DOS 4.01, and TBH is compatible to the 5th version. Video, VGA, but as Windows 3 PCs are diverse, certain personal computers may work fine with EGA on Windows, and there would be OEM editions that Microsoft would release with custom drivers anyway. If these drivers present, EGA/VGA is not required. Mouse, Microsoft Mouse PS/2 or compatible. CPU, ideally 386 or 486. There is a separate edition for AM386. The AMD CPU released in 1991. Network, best Windows 3 can get is modem. There is no internet browser on Windows 3.0. I have no idea where to connect. Naturally, after 3.0, Microsoft would like to build Windows 3.1.